Hi guys, it's another Cup of Joe Facebook Live here, and hi. So I'm excited today to be talking about the breakthroughs that happen when you really connect your unique perspective and your brilliance in your business. And as you guys know who've been following my lives this week, I'm working with a group of entrepreneurs right now for the next 6 weeks to go through exactly this, how to really connect with their brilliance, how to amplify their messaging in a way that is really unique to them, really bespoke for them, so they can stand out online and have a ton of confidence. And what's been happening just as we work through the first exercises is already some of these guys are seeing like some great kind of aha moments and seeing those connections. And this is how it works. When you really brainstorm all the things that make you you, so as I've been talking about, all the experience you have, the expertise, your approach and your personality, all of that stuff, when you combine that together with how you work and how you do business, you get to really sort of tease out some stuff that makes you really individual. If you're here on the live, come and say hi. If you're watching on the replay, do jump in afterwards and leave me a comment. I always love to see you guys on the broadcast. So just this week, for example, the lovely Katie Matthews, hi Bianca. So lovely Katie Matthews is a celebrant, okay? So she's a wedding celebrant. And hi Michael. And we've been working on what I call her personal power, paradigm. So this is the baseline of everything that makes her her. And one of Katie's previous experiences is that she has her degree in journalism. So she's a journalist by trade. Now, as a celebrant, she's writing stories and designing stories for people's weddings and their celebrations. Now, I, sort of pointed out to Katie that, being a journalist is a huge part of her messaging. So she can really amp up the fact that she's a trained journalist, that she knows how to create stories, that she's, really brilliant at weaving that stuff into the services and the ceremonies that she crafts for her clients. So that is one of her differentiators in her marketplace. And the other thing also is that Katie only wants to work with really creative people, with people who love her vibe, with people who are as quirky as she is. Hi Zoe. With people who are kind of on her wavelength, who are kind of, slightly left field of the normal, who are, creative people. And so all of that stuff means that we just need to amp up the way that she is, her personality, her likes, all that sort of stuff in the messaging. But a brilliant thing for Katie is looking at, using that specialism in journalism. So, really highlighting that in her messaging, in her copy, in all of that stuff. So that's a really key thing for Katie. Now, another one of the clients in that group is the lovely Mags. So Mags, she has an amazing background of education as well as counselling and creative thinking. Okay, so Mags works with trauma survivors, and she works with people who have survived abusive relationships and abusive situations. She's doing amazing work. And as I was saying to Mags, her experience in the teaching environment, so she knows how to use processes to really work with different people's styles of learning, right? That's a massive differentiator for Mags in her field. So she can really combine what she already knows, what she's already done, all of that experience, and really turn that up in her messaging so that, this is something which makes her really different. And it's a great thing to watch her sort of build on that and become more confident by knowing the things that set her apart. So you might have, a ton of extra personal development stuff that you've done, or some courses that you've done, or experience or volunteer work that really inform how you work, that inform your lens on the body of work that you bring to the world. And that all goes towards making you different. And the great thing is that you don't have to work hard to repel or like attract those ideal clients, because the way that you present yourself will do that naturally. Your peeps who are resonating with what you do will really find the way that you work, the right way for them. And, as I was saying on yesterday's broadcast, on yesterday's Cup of Joe, that even if you feel like you're too boring to be brilliant, right? Even if you feel like you don't really have much in your life to report on because everybody else out there seems to be curating these amazing lives, show us who you are, because the right people, if you're an introvert on the sofa with the cat, the right people will want to see that and will want to hear that from you. Okay, so you don't have to be a kind of, I don't know, whitewater rafting extrovert, public speaking, you know, as a person that you're not. You need to just be who you are and to know which parts of your amazing traits and personality to really turn up in your messaging. Okay, for example, imagine we had two yoga studios in one town, right? And they are like, you know, each other's competition. So we need to look for ways for them to be different from each other. So one might want to, you know, maybe one has like sort of vegan food and like organic bakery staff, and they run creative workshops or that kind of thing. Maybe another one has an emphasis on dance or has an emphasis on a different part of practice. Thank you, Priyanka. So you need to look at what makes you different from other people out there, but also what you already have that makes you brilliant. You know, that is the beauty of this stuff. That's the beauty of it. Your brilliance is already there. We just need to align it with, okay, what's going on, you know, with your competitors in the marketplace, and what can you bring to this? And this is often where a good old-fashioned SWOT analysis comes in, because sometimes, guys, doing a good old-fashioned SWOT is so helpful. So that's the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Marketing exercise. It's proper old school, but it's one of the fundamentals of marketing, and actually sometimes it's so helpful just to reconnect with that. So realize who you are personally, all that you bring to stuff, and then, you know, work through something like a SWOT to help you realize how you can bring that messaging to the market that is already there. Okay, so you are already brilliant because of who you are, because of what you've done, because of what you do, right? You are already amazing, which is a really good thing to realize. And that's the other thing. When people have been working through this exercise, they're like, shit, I really know my stuff. I'm like, yes, you do. Or they're like, dang, I'm amazing. Yes, you are. Okay, so whatever you are doing in your own way, and sometimes we just need someone like me just to be able to connect the dots, or to help you connect the dots, which is all I'm doing here for these peeps, you know, sort of doing the Brilliance Reloaded stuff. I'm just saying, well, hey, that over here mixed with that makes you really unique. Let's turn that up. And I basically reflect back to people, you know, what I see in their brilliance, because they can then see that for themselves really easily. And sometimes we just need someone just to be that mirror and just to see us for who we are. So, as always, the discussion will be in a Facebook group afterwards. If you go to the Blueprint book here on Facebook, I'm going to put the link below. Join us in the discussion, because I want to hear what makes you brilliant and what your brilliance is as far as you can see it, and whether you found this useful as well. So, all right, guys, that's me for today. Thank you so much for being here on the live, and I'll see you soon with another cup of joe. Okay, bye.